That's us.
Back again for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the State of the Union. I'm not really sure, but we'll talk
Oh,
about that in just a few moments. This
that's
is a
tonight.
Tuesday,
Yes.
February 24th. Just to mark it, just so you know,
Right?
you're not listening to old news. This is current, and we'd like to say a big welcome to everybody.
Yes.
The John and Gordy Media World Show. Finally, the shindig, the hullabaloo, it's back again.
You know what? It just occurred to me we're on the wrong side here. Let me just flip
I know
our.
we're on the wrong side.
Wait,
I mentioned
wait a
it.
second here. How did I do that? Let's see.
Mm.
Oh, I know. Yeah, there we go. There, and now
it's gorgeous.
I got this too. There.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
There we go.
nice, yes.
JohnandGordy.com.
See, we're just feeling this out here, I mean, this is like the debut, and we'll be working in a different studio eventually, but this is something we wanted to get out there right away. We wanted to get on the air, or at least, stream, and let everybody know that we're out here working hard to bring you the news again, and all the information that we started up, with my AI glasses and the TV, the space car.
We got a lot of
all the
stuff
things that we have to talk about.
We got a lot of things to catch up on. I don't know about you, but I had to fill out unemployment forms, and that wasn't fun or easy.
They made it really hard for you to fill out the forms, right?
You too.
I mean, they ask you the questions 3 or 4 times over. They make you feel guilty along the way, like you filled out something incorrectly.
Right.
And they ask you to fix it, even though there's nothing to fix.
Right. And then you got to send it. You got to save that, and then get into a completely different website to put the jobs that you're applying for in there, and you got to do 4 a week, which is fine, but
isn't. No, that's
a little much. It's a little
much for people our age. We're not going to go out there and maybe tear down event cages and tents and stuff like that. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to clean up after an elephant.
Right. Exactly.
So there are a lot of jobs that we're not available for, and we can't do, and we're not going to do. So this 4 jobs applications thing is just terrible. It should be age appropriate, right?
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Yes,
yeah.
and not only that. I mean, we when we got the word from the other place after we did our last show at that place.
Oh yeah.
I really don't even want to say the name. But, we got called in to the little office there. We had to wait a while, and then they gave us the word, and then it's, hit the road.
Yeah.
And they give you some forms like, you're going to need this for unemployment, and please clean out your desk, and we'll see, turn in your card and your key card or whatever. And
it was just amazing. It really was.
Yeah. It was pretty quick. Just rip the Band-Aid off, and, away we go.
We just can't afford you guys anymore. You're making way too much money.
Oh, yeah.
So,
right. If we revealed how much money we actually made,
it would be ridiculous.
I think people would go, why did you even do this to me? But we lasted 2.5 years because we didn't get paid much. So,
according to the station now, their big line is fresh voices. So that's what they're pushing. Fresh voices, not ideas. Not an agenda, just fresh voices.
Did they think our voices were not fresh enough?
I think that must be it. 2.5 years working with our audience.
We sound really non-fresh, like old, maybe? Is that what their way of saying you guys are too old?
Yeah,
maybe think there was an elder thing?
Yeah,
maybe?
I think they could be. It could be age discrimination.
It could be.
We might have to look into that.
It could be. Yeah. Let's see what happens with that.
Oh, yeah, and the fact that they're putting on, in place of us in the afternoon, they're putting a guy who's broadcasting from Boston. Okay, this guy's talking about the mayor of Boston. He's talking about the Massachusetts governor. He's talking about everything out on the East Coast. And we're sitting here supposedly listening to what he has to say about what? Us, the Midwest? Not a chance.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know somebody has entered into a side stage here, and but that person has disappeared. So maybe she's just testing things. Maybe she'll come in here later. But anyway, so we get the word. We get the word. Okay, you guys, good job. You're done. Hit the road. And then the next day I have major surgery, which was pre-planned for my ear.
Taking off.
Well, they
knew you had to get surgery the next day.
Yeah, and so they thought, well, what better way than to just, say goodbye now and see if the surgery works out. And
or they weren't anticipating you coming back very soon, so they thought, well, you can take the entire year off after the surgery.
Right.
Very, very kind, very generous of them.
Yeah. So just briefly to recap, I had this inner ear surgery for things called cholesteatoma. It's sort of like, it's not cancerous, but it's
like
a growth.
Clump, right?
It's like a clump of skin cells and stuff that grows inside your ear. It's really not a problem, but I had a lot of problems with that ear the last couple of years, hearing problems. And then, it's not cancerous, but it can actually grow and then turn into bacterial or meningitis. Yeah. So that's bad when it's headed toward your brain. So they said, you got to get this done. I had put it off for a while, but now I got it done. And now I really can't hear much out of that ear, but it should be coming back maybe in another 6 or 8 weeks. But it's getting better. Every day a little bit better. So I'm hoping, for better things. But I was really, you get dizzy and vertigo and stuff. Now I can actually wear the headphones, but if I applied that much pressure before, it was like I was on a tilt-a-whirl. It was crazy for a few days. But anyway, everything worked out fine.
That's right. Yeah.
Now for you, I don't know, we filled out the unemployment forms. We checked with each other on that. How do we do this? Not an easy task.
I called the unemployment office a couple of times to clarify and get everything cleared.
Yeah.
Because there's still, maybe a lot of people don't know this that are freshly listening to this program, the John and Gordy Media World Show. We talked often about my other job that I had at the time. I was working for the Trump administration. Wait, that sounds awful. I was working at the Commerce Department doing the census. Now there's an ongoing census every day of the month. We go out and we take census questions. So anyway, I'm out there, I'm doing my job. I quit the job so we could do this full time and really have some fun doing it. And suddenly, wham, they let us go. And that was it. So anyway, they're holding up my unemployment because they're checking into my former job that I retired from at the Commerce Department under Howard Lutnick. Lutnick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, boy, Lutnick.
Turned up in the Epstein files as well. So.
Right. Now I'm scrolling some information at the bottom of the screen. You can look at it at your leisure. The main thing is to go to johnandgordy.com and you can find some stuff that we had in the old cable access days at the old media world. There's some really cool things there. And I need to put a link to Demo Curmudgeon on there on our page so people can see the whole list because there's a ton of stuff. And, we're going to be putting new stuff on there and old stuff too. And I should mention we have a new jingle. Here we go. That's it. You like that? You want to hear it again? Okay.
We're not sure if it's copyrighted or not, so.
Now, someone is joining us in the guest booth. Does that person want to give me a thumbs up? You want to join us or no? Okay. Guess who's here, John?
It's Kathryn.
Did I find my way in? How does this work? Is this a microphone?
Fine.
I don't understand.
Your mic is pretty loud there, but I can
I've been off the air for a very long time, so I don't remember
wait a second.
how to do this.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Is it the?
Oh, she is. Okay.
It doesn't play on the. It's playing. If I talk, it covers it up.
Yeah.
It's got a gate. It's got a gate, so it's not won't play. But that's hilarious.
Right.
Thank you for trying.
Yeah.
Hi guys, how you been? What's new?
Good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
Yeah, you were a part of the.
We seem to have lost our jobs together, so.
Yeah, along with about 30 other people apparently, and statewide,
at least that
right?
many. At least that many. A third of the company was laid off. Yeah, it just became too top heavy. It's a long story, and it's not probably ours to tell.
Right.
But it's happening everywhere. This is not just civic media. I just got told there were 8 people taken out of WGN television in Chicago.
Oh no.
Really?
8 people, yes, including Dean Richards, who is
Oh,
also
what?
does, yeah, the entertainment god. Yes,
He's
they
been
just
there forever. Like,
forever, TV and radio. He was like the Terry Barr of civic media, of WGN, because he did everything. He said, yeah, I'll do Sunday morning. Sure, I can fill in. I'll do weekends, mornings, whatever. And everyone in Hollywood knows who he is. He is the Midwest touch for Hollywood. That was a
right.
huge loss. I don't understand. Nexstar Media's lost its mind.
It is.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at
Well, a
all.
lot of people are unaware that the Next Media, of course, and it's been around for quite a while, but everything's starting to move in that direction, and it is live streaming. And that's why John and Gordy Media World is so fabulous.
That's right.
It's on the cutting edge of everything.
Yeah, that's right.
God.
Way to bring it home.
I know you're going to get sick of that, aren't you?
I really.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a drop in. I've got some voicers here, and we're going to
Okay.
experiment today because we're not sure whether anybody can hear them.
Nobody's
Right.
here. It's
well,
just us.
I don't think we're live today, but as soon as we get this done, we're going to post this.
You
So
know, I
it'll
think
be
you
on
are
our.
live. I went to some place and I had you 2 different places. As a matter of fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
That's
you may be.
interesting. I've got my Facebook up over here, and I don't see it,
Yeah,
but
we're just putting this
Facebook.
whole
It
thing
was
together
YouTube.
If you're
It might
viewing
be-
for the very first time.
maybe they finally approved us on our new Facebook. I don't know. Anyway, I'll
Or on
check that
YouTube.
later.
Yeah.
Well, YouTube, it should be there live today.
It is.
Is it? Okay. Okay.
Wait, live? Yes. Yes. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
You're on YouTube. Isn't that
We're on
fun?
live. Wow.
God, we are so old. It's like
Ooh.
this is not cool. We're talking about it. We're so uncool. I should just
Look, this will be the
be-
first episode that we're getting this all out of the way, our wonder over
Right.
media and what it can do and what it can't do.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see. We've got major improvements, though. We've got a whole new studio that we're going to debut very, very soon.
That's right.
And microphones and lights and the whole thing. We're going to have
It's-
circus clowns.
It's enormous. We've got room for about, I don't know, a couple of hundred people as a studio audience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in John's basement. That's right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing. We had a second-story view of State Street here in Madison, and it
We
was
did.
just gorgeous. We could see the protesters moving up and down the streets.
Right.
It was life. We felt energy. And now we're broadcasting or streaming from my basement.
Well, can I tell you what's interesting to me about this whole thing is you're just mentioning one of the biggest expenses that Civic Media had, WMDX, and its location right on State Street.
Right.
It was the most expensive radio station in our group because of its location and the rent, for instance, and the
Group
number
of
of people.
30 something stations, right? In all the group, that was the most
That's right.
expensive.
The most expensive
location.
rent, right? And
Am I missing the point here is that there's just one person broadcasting from that station now, right?
Well,
yeah.
It's just the morning, and
yeah.
the
I
morning
think you may be
partners
right.
in Chicago, and the producers in Chicago, and this one person is right here broadcasting from that incredible studio overlooking
know.
Yeah.
State Street,
And,
and no one else is around.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Crickets,
I feel sad and
yeah.
lonely.
I feel sad and lonely too for them. I feel sad and lonely for our traffic gals, our friendly
Yes.
traffic gals, Carol and Ginger and Denise.
Well,
Yeah.
the
Well,
other thing
yes,
is
and Megan, yeah.
we really miss the listeners, the regular callers that we had.
Right.
And there are a few that we haven't heard from yet, and that is Joe, and we haven't heard from Matt in Middleton, but we'd love to hear from them and get them involved in the show as they always have been. We're having a difficult time trying to figure out how to get live phone calls on, because that might be a technical problem for us. The equipment, by the way, is extremely expensive.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
where we could pile up phone calls and then just go to the next caller. That's very expensive stuff. So we probably won't be doing something like that. But if we could hook up a phone, and I know we can, we'll be experimenting with that as well.
Yeah, and now I can call out. In fact, I talked to our friend Doug yesterday or day before, and he and I were talking, and I said, we never had you on the air. we always got your text messages from Milwaukee, and you always had some funny stuff to say. And so I asked him, will you go on the air with us, on our podcast, on our YouTube channel? And he said yes. So I could try to call him right now if you want to,
Why not?
roll the dice and see what
Let's
happens.
play with it.
Everything right now. We're testing it. Let's go.
We're testing it out.
All right.
So
you do that, and I'll tell John.
Tell us a story, Kathryn.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell John while you're making that phone call. John, I want you to know, I woke up the day after we got released and thought, so what am I going to listen to? I pulled up my phone, and it's been my habit for 24 plus 6, 30 months to turn you guys on and listen and find out what I'm supposed to be irate about, what I'm going to laugh at, what I'm going to expect for the weather, because of course the brilliance of the weatherman, Gordy. But I miss you helping me know what you missed the night before or that day. And
we
need you back live.
All the latest information, all the
we
latest news, and play the audio, the original audio.
Oh. Hey, Doug, are you there?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm driving in my car.
Oh, where are you, Doug?
Wow.
In Milwaukee.
Okay.
Excellent. We got you live.
We got you live on our on YouTube right now. And
let me hang up and text.
Well, no, wait, no. Now you promised me when I talked to you, was it yesterday or day before, that you would go on the air with us. So here we are.
Well, yeah, but I had my fingers were crossed, and I'm true to form.
So, Milwaukee. What's happening in Milwaukee today? How's the weather there? Let's start there. No, never mind. We don't care what the weather's like.
I want to know. I'm hearing ice is still in Minneapolis and that they are surging everywhere. I haven't, followed up on it because I don't have a media job right now. But does anybody know? Are we seeing? Are they still up there? And are they all over the place? Are they in Chicago? Are they in Milwaukee?
There hasn't been a lot of visible ice activity in Milwaukee, but I would think that we're definitely on their to-do list. Yeah.
Now, Doug, tell John and Kathryn what you're up to these days, because Doug was a multimedia type of guy, did big productions for corporate seminars. I mean, really huge, productions, and then kind of got out of that business, at the pandemic happened and those kind of big productions kind of went away. And tell them what you've been doing the last year or so, what you're building.
Well, okay. Yeah, sure. Kind of the long story short is when I was starting out, I went to school for music and I was in a program that worked through the Arts Board, and we built a lot of our own percussion instruments. And I got started doing that back then. And so I'm back to that now. Now I'm making Cuban Roomba cajones, which is a wooden drum.
Wow.
And cajones? Is that what you called it? Cajones?
Yeah, right.
Cool.
You've probably seen the kind of wooden drum where you sit on it and play the front.
Yeah.
You see a lot of singer-songwriters use that kind of thing now.
Yeah.
This is just a different kind of cajon. It's from Cuba. The box one that you sit on and play the front developed in Peru, and that's called a flamenco cajon. And the Cuban Roomba cajon's in the shape of a trapezoid, but it basically makes the same sound, so it's made out of wood. You play the top, and you don't sit on it.
And let me just jump in here, Doug. These are beautiful works of art, as well as being, just great sounding instruments. Really. They're gorgeous. And
you use your hands, no mallets or what?
Right.
Yeah. You play these with your hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Doug teamed up with a percussionist who found, somehow he got one of these and really liked it and wanted to, spread the word about him, right? Who's that percussionist, Doug?
Yeah, who it is?
Right. Yeah. So for the last year, I've been working in collaboration with Beto Torrens, who's a percussionist from Puerto Rico, and he's an internationally famous, Latin percussionist. And he played one of my original Roomba cajones that I made, and then he was like, he thought it was really great, and he thought, well, why don't we collaborate? And then you could make some to my specifications. Now I'm making some that are more typical of what you would see in the Caribbean. And so they're much bigger and they're very cool.
So
I mean,
cool.
because they're bigger,
Yeah.
they have like, a lot more bass response so
Beto
I'm
Torrance
now
is
making about,
everywhere. He's everywhere. I'm
What's
looking
that?
online. I'm Googling Beto Torrance. He is everywhere. You're absolutely right. He's
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah.
he's huge. Yeah.
I
That's
hate to bring
exciting.
it up
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah.
Gordy and I were thinking about starting up our band again. And maybe this is something we could feature. Gordy, you're pretty
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you got one, haven't you, Gordy? Where is yours? You have one
well,
behind you, don't you?
I had one for a while, and then Doug and I were talking about it, and it was one of his earlier models, and I'll tell you, when he started to get these out there, they started to become in demand. And
wow.
And I really wasn't using it much. I had it, and then it was like, well, and I had traded him a guitar, and some cash was exchanged because he wanted a
Nice.
guitar, but he's not a
Yeah.
guitarist. I had
Yeah.
this cool looking drum, but I'm not a percussionist. But I
Yes.
thought it was so beautiful, and it was fun to bop on every once in a while. So, and then like a year goes by, and he goes, those are really in demand. Do you play that much? I need to sell one. So
Way
so
to
we made
go.
we exchanged again. We traded
Yes.
back, and now the demand for these are so big that Doug actually is having trouble sort of keeping up with the demand. And tell him about. I think it's really interesting where you make these, Doug. That place. Well,
Okay.
can you reveal that?
Yeah, sure. I live in Milwaukee,
Right.
and Milwaukee has the largest makerspace in the country. And a makerspace is a shared workspace.
Yep.
And so if you belong to the makerspace, there's all these different work areas in this gigantic building. They actually have two buildings. And, so there's people doing ceramics, there's people doing metal work, there's a huge wood shop, it's just all kinds of people doing all kinds of things. So there's a lot of interesting people there, but it's an all volunteer organization. And so, there's some problems that come with that, but overall it's pretty good. And they have a gigantic CNC machine, which is what I use to cut out a lot of my stuff. So I design my
CNC?
things in CAD and then CNC. Yeah.
What does that?
CNC.
What does that
What is
stand
that?
for?
It's basically, do you know what a router is?
Yeah.
So you
That's-
design what you're going to make, each piece separately in a CAD program, and then you feed that information to the CNC machine, and you put your material on the machine, and then it cuts everything out for you. It's very
Wow.
precise.
There's such a
And
thing
they
as a
have one
3D
that's-
printer now. You don't have to do any of this all. You don't have to do anything anymore. There's AI, there's 3D
Well,
printers. It's
Yeah.
all, there's no
You don't-
need for real instruments at all.
Well,
Hate to break
these
the
are
news.
the things I make are made out of wood.
Well,
Of course.
and
then
the other problem
infinitely
with this is, Doug was telling me why he's actually looking for a different space, perhaps because you have to take all your tools out of this space every time you're done for the day, right,
Sure,
Doug?
sure.
You have to take them with you, and
Yeah, because there's a lot of people sharing the same space. It's kind of
so
they have a limit to how long you can tie up a workbench, and that's like 24 hours. And then you got to, move your stuff out of there. So it's not very efficient for what I'm trying to do.
No.
you guys
But-
should know Doug is an excellent drummer, and he and I were in a band together a few years back around Baraboo in the Dells area, and well, it's good to catch up with you, Doug, and
Yeah.
glad that you're listening to us now, and you can chime in and
I'll try and give you a
Yeah.
little warning
Yeah.
next time.
You could always give us a message of some sort, an email if you'd like, and
Yeah.
throw your 2 cents in again. I know you came up with some ideas for John and Gordy, what we could do, some of the promotions that we could hold, and
Yeah.
we still need more ideas, Doug. So
Yeah.
please keep them coming.
okay.
All right. I'll do that. So
All right.
let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah, sure.
How does this sound? I mean, I'm talking to you through my phone in my car.
Sounds
it's
good, actually.
Yeah, it sounds
better
fun.
than John, actually. I can
Yeah.
hardly hear John right now, unfortunately.
Okay, let me tweak him up a little
His
bit
levels
here.
are real low. But yeah, you
all right.
sounded great,
Well,
Doug.
remember, I'm working with one good ear now, so that's part of the problem. But let me boost John up a little bit here. But anyway, Doug, yeah.
So you're doing live to YouTube at this moment too, right?
Yes.
As well, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you
And
watching?
Facebook
Are you
at the
watching
same
YouTube in your car?
It was an accident. We really didn't
No.
plan this.
Pause the picture on the screen. I've got to send it to you. Gordy's not good.
What do I
All
look
right.
like?
Well, if you want to see what I'm making, you can go to my Facebook page.
Oh,
And
well,
there's
yes.
Tell us how to get there. What's it called? What's it
And
called?
just search for Doug Normington.
Okay, Doug Normington.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
That'd be
Doug.
me.
Thanks for being our first phone call.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Doug.
Well, I'm glad I passed the test. All right.
Yes. Very good. All right, Doug. We'll talk to you again soon.
All
Thanks.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
All
Bye,
right.
Doug.
Bye-bye.
It's
All
kind
right.
of
That was
funny, Gordy seems to be giving away instruments all the time. He gave me a guitar banjo.
What is he
a
doing,
combo- a
divesting?
combination guitar and banjo.
Yeah.
So he's always
I
passing
have
on
a,
instruments. It's his trade.
I have
Yeah.
a mandolin from Gordy Young.
Oh
yeah.
no!
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh.
He's spreading the music.
Wow.
What can I say? I just like to spread the love, spread the
Yeah.
Spread the
music.
love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was a fun call. Doug, of course, is the one who's texted such great ideas, like you said.
Yes.
And now you just got to find a way to do this every day at the same time. We'll get Joe and Matt from Middleton and all your fans
Right.
to find you.
We got to
yes.
get the word out. And if you
We got to do some serious marketing.
if you want to send us an email, you can do that at info@johnandgordy.com. There's the address at the bottom of the screen. John, I know you had a story or two you wanted to share with us.
Well,
about,
I actually,
or do you want to wait till next
I
time?
do have a story. I think, and
All right.
only because we really have to test this out, right? I mean, this is our
Yeah.
test first
test.
broadcast. We got to see if this all works. We all know what happened recently. The men's hockey team won the Olympics, right?
Yeah, they won the
I mean,
gold.
this was a big event.
Beat Canada. Yeah.
And then Kash Patel, of course,
He
flew out to Italy to witness the win, and he celebrated, and he downed a beer, and he's very popular with them.
he flew there on a government plane. That was on our tab.
Yes,
Yeah. That was on us.
So
Yeah.
this was covered by Major Garrett,
Oh.
and he talked to a few guests on this, and I thought we'd get the story as it is. This is truly hypocritical stuff, and I let's see if this works. Okay, we're going to play the audio right now.
Going to the Olympics, Milan, trip to Italy. And spotted is one way of describing it. It was hard to miss the FBI director with the U.S. gold medal winning men's hockey team. In the locker room, there was beer involved anywhere. Anyway, he got there on a government plane, but he has a history on talking about FBI directors and their government-funded flights. Let's listen.
I'm not the defund everything guy. I'm just saying Chris Wray doesn't need a government-funded G5 jet to go to vacation. Maybe we ground that plane.
Or maybe not. Former Michigan Republican Congressman Fred Upton. Fred, Kash Patel, and the plane.
As he said, somewhere on today's news, well, this was set up months ago. Well,
That's so much better.
Really?
Oh my gosh! I mean, seriously, and that worked. We heard the audio.
Now, I actually know Congressman Fred Upton. He was
do?
part of the district in Southwest Michigan when I lived in South Bend. We would see him all the time. He'd make appearances at the TV station I worked at. And really, I got to say, really a good guy and good, a fair and balanced Republican. And I mean that. Really good guy. Yeah, good for him for calling out Kash Patel.
I kind of noticed, and it's just an amazing thing to do something like that, and the way the administration is spending money, just doing whatever the hell they want to do, is just stunning to me. I want to see the final bill on all of this, or at least over the last year. What did they spend of our taxpayer money? The stuff they took away from us, the health care, all of the other benefits that they provide, the government provides everybody in this country. They've taken all that away, and now they're buying jets, and they're taking trips and vacations and carting their girlfriends off to certain events. I mean, it's just an amazing thing to see. It is.
But now though, the Supreme Court said tariffs are illegal, and so we all will get a great big. We'll get some
check.
of that money back because that's
We'll
our
just get a
money.
check.
We'll get a check.
First of all,
Well, Treasury Secretary Besson says we're not going to see that. So
Well,
they're
wait a minute.
pretty much out in the open already on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep
Unbelievable.
doing it. They're not listening to the
Unbelievable.
courts.
Yeah. Well, look,
Yeah.
the State of the Union is coming up tonight.
Tonight,
And I can
yeah.
guarantee you that I am not going to watch it. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to follow through on that. I may tune in every once in a while to see this guy stumble around. And as I've said before, I don't think it's a mental thing. I don't think he's slipping mentally. I think he has a mental condition. As I have mentioned so many times on a radio show at our former radio station, he is suffering from malignant narcissism, which has a whole bunch of elements to it. And it's a mental condition. And he is suffering from that, and it's continually getting worse and worse. And I wish we'd talk about the mental condition, not so much that he is in decline because of his age. He has a mental problem. So
Always has.
That's
Yeah.
So this
He's
is
got
really
a lot of
something
problems.
it's getting worse and worse as he gets older and older.
Well, the rumors are that all the Democrats are going to walk out during the speech, or maybe
What
just
do
not
you think
show
about
up.
that? Do you think the Democrats should show up at all?
I kind of think they should stay there and maybe make some comments from the cheap seats. That's or
Why can't
now
Jeffrey says they should sit there in silence.
and then
I think we should all
or
not
walk
go
out.
Yeah.
Or walk out. But they're also inviting, I've heard a lot of the Democrats are inviting Epstein victims that are going to be in the gallery
That's
there.
the reason. That's the reason for the Dems to be there, is to witness.
Yeah.
with,
To support them. I believe
Yeah.
they're way in front someplace, but
Right.
well, we'll see.
Well, you
because they
guys,
won't be mentioned. They will not be mentioned in the speech. Even though they're there, there's no way he's going to go. And of course, to our friendly females, hi, I remember
Epstein
you.
victims. Yeah. How you doing? Good to see you again.
Well, you know how he likes to converse with people in the audience?
Right?
It's just, hey, how are you doing over there? What are you thinking?
He has
Well, in the
had
Supreme-
ADHD as you do, John. He's a blurter. It'll just come right
That's
out.
true. I do
Like,
have a problem
By,
with
by all
attention
means,
deficit.
Mr. President, do not mention the women. I'm not supposed to, but I'm
Well,
gonna.
the Supreme Court will be right up front, and he has to walk right by them, both getting on the stage and off the podium.
I saw some interesting comments about that. They made a big deal about Obama making comment about a decision the Supreme Court made, right? And it was horrible, and it really hit the press, and everybody was just saying, oh, this is just a terrible thing. You can't really say that kind of stuff about the Supreme Court.
Keep them separate. Yeah.
But then, of course, Trump completely broke that and came out and lashed out at the unpatriotic justices who voted against the tariffs.
Right.
So now he's got to walk by them, and I wonder if they're going to stand up or Alito's going to shake his head like he did with Obama. Who knows? We can only wait and see.
So
I don't know if I'll see that. Again, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see some guy rambling on and on forever like I am right now.
Somebody said to me, we should watch not the speech, but Jimmy Kimmel after.
Oh, yes.
Well, and also Stephen Colbert is going to be live right after. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be live tonight.
We'll definitely catch some of that.
Well, guys, it's been good to test this all out. I hope it all worked okay on your end here.
I miss you so much.
Kathryn,
Everybody
we miss you
misses
too.
guys.
We miss your
Everybody
calls.
misses
We miss
hearing
your
you.
criticisms. We miss your attempts to try and improve the show, but we never
There was
listened.
never a chance of that.
Well. All right. Well, again, thanks for your participation. And roll out the
And
old.
for some reason, it's getting darker in my room. I don't know why.
Do you have any light in there at all?
I'm surrounded by windows, as you can see.
The sun's going down.
All right. Well,
yeah,
folks,
so we gotta work on that music's got to be playing on this air because it's not playing. It's playing in the background only, right?
Yes, I said, can you not hear it, or you hear it too much?
It gets cut out because when we talk.
Yeah,
It's hard to
buffers.
describe. It's
Really?
buffering, yeah.
See, and now I'm not hearing that on my end. So maybe
It's just
we'll
playing in
see
your
how
ears.
Well,
we'll
see how
see.
it turns out.
We'll see how it records. Okay. All right.
What an experiment.
Well, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
We kind of wandered around a little bit, but we're just trying to figure out where we're going to go next.
Tune in next time,
We got
whenever
a lot
that
of
is.
politics to get to, boy.
All
And
right.
Just chomping at the bit for this stuff. So the next time, look out.
See ya.
See you later.